Hi, you're listening to Two Guys Talking Shit. I'm gonna call my co-host or G2 because there's another show that has the same show name, Two Guys Talking Shit. So we call it G2. And my co-host is Dan Nolan, and we're gonna call him right now. Call Dan.
Hi, this is Dan.
Hey Dan, this is Ben. How you doing? Welcome to our.
Hey, buddy.
How you doing, Dan? How you doing? Hang on.
I'm good. I'm healthy. I'm not sick. It kind of slowed down business-wise, so I can breathe a little bit. Yeah, life is good.
Good. I want to tell you a contractor story from hell. You probably have many of them.
Oh, geez. Is it a personal contractor story from hell?
Yes.
Well, how did I not know that? Oh, jeez, Ben. All righty.
I would love this story. This young man who we hired to work on our house, and he was doing such a great. I felt like he was family and friends. I was treating him really good. One day when I was at work, my real job, my wife was there, and my wife said, I'm taking, we tore our ceiling down so we could get new plumbing in our house. So she said, can you take these, he said, I took the pictures. She goes, please text them to me. So she gave him her phone number and sent them. So he texted to her like a nice person he was. And then he texted her he wanted to go sleep with her, have sex with her. And my wife fired him on the spot. And I'm asking,
really?
Yeah. And then I'm asking her what happened. And she said, oh, nothing. He got too expensive. I'm digging around. And what happened? So she told me. And part of me wanted to explode. So he texted me yesterday. And I just tore him a new ass. And so I told him that I didn't like how he disrespected my wife. And he said to me, what are you talking about? What's your language? And then he goes, I'll kick your ass. So I said, any place, anytime, boy. And then,
wow. So
that's my contractor story from hell. So you probably have more stories than I ever had about contractors.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with stuff like that. Holy crap, dude. It's kind of sick.
Yeah, he's 32 years old, and he's Hispanic, and I guess Hispanic men think they're macho and they can get every woman they want to get. So I don't know.
There's a lot to be said about that because I've seen it in my own experiences too. Is that they're very macho.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. So he
Here's what it is.
He texted my wife everything, and he sent her a text of what I said. And on a text. So why can't this bothers me about people? He has a problem with me. He should go to me, not text my wife about the problem. Am I wrong about that?
I don't know. That's a very unique story. Usually they screw up and don't come back. Those are my contractor stories.
Oh. I was talking to my friend, one of my former best friend's wife. My best friend passed away 7 months ago, and he had a stroke, and she hired a contractor, and they had an apartment that his parents left them, a condo, so they moved in there, and the contractor moved in their house when they were not there renovating the house.
I have heard of that, but it's only because it's vacant and it's by agreement. It's not like he just moved in. Is that what happened there?
He just moved in. He didn't.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
So I mean, she was dealing with my friend who had a stroke, and she was trying to deal with the contractor and work her job too, you know. But yeah, that's how it is. So what's going on in your life, sir?
Oh, I had a couple of good closings. Got a couple of bucks in the bank account. Put a little in the Bitcoin, and on to the next project. I got a call from from the head of OBGYN at one of the hospitals down here to go see one of these spectacular houses down on Meridian. It's one of the nicer. It's kind of like cutting through Inverness.
I don't know anybody.
When you go down Meridian Street down here, and I'm looking forward to meeting him and seeing this house.
Okay.
But yeah, 1.7 million.
So did you go to any concerts this year? I mean, you know, I'm just
No. The Dead were in town like 2 weeks ago, and they were doing the COVID thing, and I don't have shots. I don't have a test. I don't have anything other than if it's a bad thing, I'll find out later.
yeah.
I'm not doing it because I'm a rebel. I'm not doing it because I'm uncertain. I'm doing it because it just seems like everybody just threw something together and they're hoping it sticks to the wall. When it comes to how fast they got a cure, you want to call it a cure, that shot or whatever. I
don't know.
I talked to a lady. I played poker Friday night, and there was a lady who worked at one of the hospitals, and I was talking to Peggy, and she's pretty convicted in her thoughts that everything's been done. What's taking you so long? Kind of stance on it. I'm like, well, gee whiz, the long-term effects, which is something that I'm worried about, is this, going to change my DNA? Am I going to grow a sixth toe? Is it going to conflict with, my body chemistry? Just a couple of things. Yeah, I mean, we don't know.
Well, I think,
but she's 100% certain that it's absolutely a go, no long-term effects whatsoever. I'm like, you're just saying it because it's not true yet. I mean, long-term effects, I'm thinking 5 or 10 years,
Well, I'm 60.
I'd hate to see all these people who got a shot die.
Yes.
And then I'd be like with that guy, be that guy,
Yeah, I know. I have a girl at work who's Christian, and I asked her about the shot, and she just tore me a new ass. She said, I don't want no stinking shot in my body. I'm a healthy, good body, and I'm just a Christian, and I'll pray to Jesus about this. I said, okay, have a good night now.
Yeah, you got me walking. I think I heard Colin Jost on Saturday Night Live cracked a joke about COVID. You just played the Catholic card. We're used to having people die for our sins.
That's a good one. I don't see.
That's a little touchy there, dude. But I'll give you an A for that one.
Hey,
that's a good that's a good thinking joke.
Hey, I didn't see Saturday Night Live. I start work too early now. I get up for work at 3:00 in the morning. So.
I'm still an SNL fan. I don't care what anybody says about the slow years and the good old days. It's like you have a product that's coming to you full steam ahead, live without a net. I got to give them credit for doing it. What is it? 47 seasons?
47
I was like,
years.
geez.
Yeah. I was a teenager. I mean, you probably were a teenager too.
Yeah, we were kids back when this thing started.
Yeah, we were getting high and watching was it Animal House? I hooked my kid up to Animal House when she was 15.
Yeah,
and she's like, "What a great movie!" And I mean, we have a John Belushi night at our house once a month, and we watch Animal House and some of his other movies. I mean, the man was a genius, a comedic genius, to be honest with you. I mean, I saw a thing about his brother Jim. He said if John was smoked weed only, he wouldn't be overdosed of heroin. I don't know. I'm not going to be preach about that. So we'll go on. So what else is going on with you?
Well, there's a lot to be said about gateway drugs too. I mean, when you're small and they give you, something to calm your pain or whatever, you're getting it at an early age where it's like, whoa, that's a good trip. You may actually put a sense of that's a really cool thing into the psyche where it gets triggered again later. I don't know. I don't see marijuana being a gateway drug. I see pain pills,
Well,
opiates,
that's what.
being misprescribed for too little of a injury that introduces, I have had some good opiates. I got to tell you, it was nice to have the pain go away.
Yeah,
But I never really kind of got I gotta have another one. I'd take the edge off and then I'd go back to the ibuprofen or aspirin. I still have some, but that's for when I really throw my back out, or I break a leg, or I lose an eye, or of that nature. A grade A pain injury.
I some too. I mean,
I'll suck through it before I take an opiate again.
when I messed up my leg last year and I chipped a bone in my leg slipping on some black ice, that was a really opiate day. I mean, I was on vacation for a week. Just leave me alone. But I mean, I don't know.
And we both have addictive natures. I mean, I'm conscious of it. I know that, it's a slippery slope. If you're going to have a prolonged injury, you probably just want to suck it up and not get started.
I agree with you. And I told you the last time we were talked off the air that I've been watching some crazy porn stars, and I forgot her name, but she was talking about microdosing and seeing aliens or something like that.
Oh!
Yeah, or talking to spirits or something like that. I mean, I never microdosed. I don't know. What am I?
I've never had anything that good.
Yeah, I've never microdosed, and I just thought, oh, wow. I mean,
I saw air come out of an air conditioner one night, and I thought that was pretty cool.
when I was a kid, I smoked some weed with a friend, and I passed out in his van, and I thought I saw Jesus. That was the only time I, saw anything that really good. But that's really it on stuff like that. I mean, and I've been
the good old days.
Good old days. I mean, I thought when we were kids, Dan.
Yeah.
We thought we were invincible. We could do everything. I mean, ride a bike.
Oh, we were all Belushi back then.
We were all Belushi. I mean, I thought I was invincible. I thought I would never do something stupid and, I won't get hurt falling off a motorcycle with a helmet. Nah, you crazy? You're crazy? No. What's a helmet's got going to do? Nothing, So that's how I felt when I was a kid. And then now I'm 62. And I think, how stupid was I? So, I mean...
risky. Yeah, it's just stupid to be that risky.
Yeah. So, have any new bikes? Have you got a new bike or anything exciting from the summer?
No. I did see that one of my neighbors down the street moved out, and I contacted the owner. I might be able to store one of my bikes in his garage so I can work on it. If I don't land that, I'm going to put it's the 79 Kawasaki. I'm bringing it into the house, and I'll work on it in the living room. I don't care. I'm trying to do it right, but I may have my living room may have a motorcycle in it this winter.
Hey,
I think that's pretty cool.
If you were married again,
it would never happen.
It would never happen. Your wife was.
It would have never happened.
Sometimes being single. I don't know. I kind of miss being single, to be honest with you, in a lot of ways. Because then I only have to explain myself or what I did or something like that. So it needs a little work.
It needs a little attention. I kind of beat on it a little bit this year. I do want to be able to do my own work. And it's the 79 where it's still kind of easy to work on. The owner's manual, I have the owner's manual online. I can just put it on my cell phone and just look things up. I mean, it's mobile. It's like, this might be the year